Kevin Lee here at Tristar, man. I know it's still pretty fresh, your move up here, but just tell me how the first couple weeks in this gym have been going for you.
So far, so good. You know, I'm starting to get more adjusted. You know, it's my first time doing my training camp up here, but there's so many good training partners, and I'm really here to work with Firas, and I feel like his brain is already getting into me, and I'm feeling better as the days go.
Yeah, definitely. So what was the ultimate motivation for you to come up here?
Yeah, it was really to work with Firas Zahabi. You know, I've been missing a head coach for a long time now, and I think that's one of the biggest keys to me moving and getting to that next level. So I feel like I got the right guy now, and now it's just time to show it. That's all.
So, like, I mean, I've been here, obviously, I was watching you train a little bit, and you guys are there, you know, after the fact, looking over footage and everything. What is he kind of telling you in those moments? What kind of advice and, you know, insight are you guys sharing there?
He's the type of guy that I can really listen to what he's telling me, you know, and he has so much experience. A guy like Firas, you have to listen to him, you have to go off of it. And he's just giving me what he already has learned through his years and years. So once I put that I'm kind of, I like it myself, I'm kind of like a robot. Like, I'm just going to go with whatever he tell me. He going to say do A, B, C, I'm going to do that to the best of my ability.
Very interesting. So you're here right now, and you don't have a fight set up yet, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Break some news for us?
You know, I would. I'm going to let the UFC do that. They like to have a little thing, but, you know, the fight's already completely confirmed. It's a big fight. That's what I'm getting ready for. I'm already, you know, training camp has already started. I leave it to the people to stay tuned.
Okay. Can you tell us, is it going to be at lightweight or welterweight, though?
It'll be a lightweight. You know, I've made the decision to move back down to 155. I think that's where I started my career, and that's where I'm gonna get that title.
Interesting. And as you just felt, was it based on the performance or the outcome of the welterweight fight, or just, you know, being up here now? Why did you decide to go back down?
It was a lot of factors. You know, it's lightweight was starting to get a lot more momentum going. You know, especially after Khabib beat Dustin the way that he did. And there's so many moving parts, and you know, welterweight has kind of gotten a little stagnant. You know, they're doing this new title now that Masvidal and Diaz are fighting for. It's kind of a little bullshit title. You know, there's no talks of you know, they should have just did a 165-pound title if they're gonna make another one. I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse like that, but because there was so little movement up there, and my body naturally just wanted to go back down to 155. So I feel like this is the right move to do.
Is there going to be anything you do different in terms of the weight cut or anything? Like, you working with Chamberg up here or doing anything like that?
You know, it's just my trainer. You know, it's focusing on the technique. It's focusing on my strategy going into the fight. That's one of the biggest pieces that Firas has given me, is the strategy going into the fight. My last couple fights has just been me just going out and just being a dog and just getting into a dog fight. And now I'm starting to use my brain a little bit more. I mean, I think Firas is one of the greatest technicians in the game. You know, when you talk about guys like St-Pierre and Roy McDonald and guys who just focus just on the technique, I'm just trying to emulate that a little bit and bring my natural skills into the fight, but use a little bit more strategy.
And I think George has been vacationing. Have you had the chance to see or speak with George St-Pierre yet?
Yeah. We talked a lot. You know, my first time up in Montreal, he's the one that kind of showed me around. It's kind of cool, you know, getting to see a guy who I looked up to, who got me started in this sport, and now to have him watch me spar. It kind of gives me a little bit of extra, you know. I make sure I hit the guy twice, and I look over at George and give him a little wink. So this is gonna be a fun camp.
Very interesting. Do you think, I know he corners some fighters here, any chance for your next fight he's maybe in your corner?
Maybe in the future. You know, I still got my main guys in Vegas, Dewey Cooper, Eric Nixick. They're still going to be in my corner, and then I'm just adding Firas Zahabi. But maybe in the future. You never know.